Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and today we are playing with some tone caps. Let's do this. This is my Sire P10. This has the same preamp as the Sire V7 and Sire P7, and I've criticized those preamps for having a lackluster passive tone control. It seems like when you're turning the tone control all the way down, it's really only doing about a third of what it's supposed to be doing compared to other tone controls. I looked into this a little bit further, and I found out that the tone capacitor in the Sire preamps, like this one right here, is a 0.022 microfarad capacitor, which is a relatively low value for a tone cap. Now my Sire U5 is a passive bass and it has a completely different tone cap. I had Bully send me a picture of the control cavity and here it is. It's a completely different capacitor versus the little green thing that you see here. Now if you saw my unboxing of this bass, it did come with a disconnected pickup lead for the P pickup, which I had to solder back together. So I had to open up the control cavity, and this does share the same tone capacitor as the P7 and the V7. And I'm assuming all the other Sire active electronic sets as well. I have an M5 here from the latest Sire line, and same thing there. The tone control does almost next to nothing. I like the Sire P10, even though I don't think it's necessarily the best value out there for the price. I like how this one feels and plays, so I'm going to hold on to it with a few modifications. The first thing we're going to be doing here is swapping out the tone cap on this bass. This right here is a 0.1 microfarad capacitor, much stronger of a capacitor than what you find stock, and we're going to be swapping that out today. But before we do, I want to get some sound clips of this stock so we can do a quick comparison. Now I'm not going to be leveraging the preamp at all. I'm going to keep the preamp disabled and just be using the passive tone control here. We're going to have a look at the P pickup, both pickups together, and the J pickup. And then we'll do the same with the new tone cap. Let's get started. You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and hit that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. Very nice. So that was with the tone at 100% and both pickups engaged, so the blend in the center position. So here's both pickups with the tone at 100%. Now here's the tone at 50%. And now here's the tone all the way down. Yeah, this tone control isn't really doing much. That was with both pickups engaged. Now let's check out the P pickup by itself. Here's the P pickup with the tone at 100%. And now here's the tone at 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. And finally, let's do the same thing all over again, but with the J pickup here at the bridge. Here's the bridge pickup with the tone at 100%. Now here's the tone at 50%. And the tone all the way down. So that was with the stock capacitor. Now let's go ahead and swap it out. And we're back, and now we have swapped in the 0.1 microfarad tone capacitor that I got off of Amazon a while ago. It's a vintage style capacitor, pictured here in the final installation. I installed it on the back of the PCB as it was really hard to cram it in between the volume control and some other little plug or something. So it works. It's not pretty, but it works. First, let's start out with both pickups and the tone at 100%. Next, here's the tone at 50%. Big difference already. And now let's turn the tone all the way down. Now let's check out the P pickup soloed. Here's that again with the tone at 100%. Tone at 50%. And the tone all the way down. Yeah, big difference. And keep in mind, you can go between 0 and 50% and 50 and 100. I'm just showing you the middle point and then all the way down, just to show you kind of the extremes, you know? Now let's check out the bridge pickup. So here's the bridge pickup with the tone at 100%. Here's the tone at 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. So here are my final thoughts on my tone capacitor swap. Overall, I thought it was very easy. The most difficult part was just getting the original tone capacitor out of there, which wasn't too hard, honestly. From there, I attached the new capacitor onto the back of the PCB for easier access. Seems to have done the trick just fine, and I think it's a big improvement over the stock tone capacitor, which really didn't do much of anything. So let's quickly compare the clips of the old tone capacitor against the new one, with the tone all the way down for both pickups as well as with the P pickup. I got more tone coloring with this new capacitor at 50% than I did with the old one at 100. So huge difference here. And honestly, I think this is how they should come from the factory, or at least move up the value a little bit, as the 0.022 microfarad is a bit on the weak side. Would I recommend doing this mod yourself? If you're handy with a soldering iron, absolutely. It makes a huge difference to the character of the bass and makes it much more usable as a passive instrument where you don't necessarily have to rely on the preamp. Maybe your batteries are out, or maybe you just want to color the tone a little bit differently that the preamp really can't do. This is the solution. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about my Sire P10 with the new 0.1 microfarad tone capacitor. And as always, until we groove again.